Your screen is visible to me now.
Okay, okay. My screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is it fine? Audio also?
Huh?
Are you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear
Okay,
you.
right. Yesterday we discussed about the operators in Python. We have total 7 operators in Python. First one is the arithmetic operators. In arithmetic operators, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and percentage, modulus. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
we
Then
already discussed about this one and also executed in our Jupyter notebook. Next one is assignment operators. Okay, in assignment
yes,
operators, what are assignment operators? Equal to, plus equals to, minus equals to, star equal to. So that I mean star means multiplication equal to. So also we discussed about this one also. And next one is a comparison operator. Comparison operators. Comparison operators. What we discussed, it will compare the two values. If both are equal, means then it will give us the true output, or otherwise it may give the false output. So what are comparison operators? Comparison operators. What we discussed yesterday. Here it is not showing well.
that is greater, less than,
Right.
greater,
Greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to.
not equal.
Okay. Next one is what we discussed about the logical operators. What are the logical operators? Logical operators are and, are,
Or
not.
not.
And or not, and also we discussed about and operation, or operation, and not operation also. And next one
Yes.
is what bitwise operators. Bitwise operators, bitwise and, bitwise are, shift left, shift left, shift right, and not equal to, negation. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Today we are going to discuss about the identity operators. So identity operators to test are used to test two operands are identical or not. Okay. Suppose if two operands share in an identity, to test if two operands are share in identity. So these operators are is not. Is
Yes.
not are the two operators. These can be used to test the identity. So here we have an x value is 10. So x is 10. If x value is 10, then it will produce a true output. If x value is not 10, it will produce a false output. Okay,
False output.
x is not 10, we will get the false output. Okay, let me execute in my Jupyter notebook. Just a minute. Kishore,
Yes, sir.
is my screen is visible to you? I think it is not visible to you. I'm going to share this Jupyter screen.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, now it is visible to you. I think so.
Yes.
What we are discussing? Identity operator.
Identity operator.
Identity operators. To suppose my x value is 10. Okay, these operators are two operators, is and is not. Okay, are the two identity operators. Now I'm going to test x is my identity operator. X is an operand, is 10. I'm going to check x is 10 or not. If it is 10, it will get produce the output as a true. So it is true. Now is not. I'm going to check is not operator. So how it will do? X is my variable name and is not 10. I'm asking that if x is not 10, if it satisfies this condition, then it will produce it as a true. So x is not 10. X is not 10 means x is some other value. Okay. Okay, that's why we got it as a false. Now what I am doing is I am changing the x value. Suppose here it is 10 only. Now I am giving new x value here. My new x value is 11. X equals to 11. So I changed x value is to 11. So X is not 10. I'm checking that X is not 10. This condition is satisfied. So we'll get a output as a true. Right?
Right.
Okay, have you understood?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
For
And
for x is 10, if we write x equal to 11 here, for x is 10, then it will show false output, sir.
false output only, na? X
In
is
the first
not,
case.
in the first case, it will show false output. 11,
Okay.
you may get false. Is that right?
Oh,
We are checking
okay.
that X value is 10 or not. The question is X value is 10 or not. If it is 10, we may get a true. If it is not 10, we may get false.
Okay, okay, sir.
Understood? Huh?
Understood, sir.
Okay, right. Now, our next operator is what? Membership operator. So, in this membership operator, we are going to check this membership operator. We are going to check that member is present in the list or not. Okay, suppose some list of elements is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 8, 9, and 10. So, suppose I am going to check 8 is there in my list or not. If it is there, it will give the true. If it is not, it will give the false output. So the membership operators are in and not in. So these two operators are the membership operators. Okay, let me check it in my Jupyter notebook. Please wait. Do you?
Yes, sir.
So next operator is membership operator. Okay, what are membership operator? In, not in.
Not in.
In
Not in.
and not in are the two membership operators. So first I'm going to some list. My list is list equals to cat dog. Next one is monkey. Next one is banana. Next one is lion. So okay, these are my list elements.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now I am going to check my list argument is present in the list or not. So for that, I'm going to check what is the dog. Dog. What is my operator? In. Dog in list. So it is going to check dog is there in the list or not. Okay. Just a minute. I'm making it as a pet because list is the keyword. I think so. It is going to check dog in pet or not. So I'm going to check dog is there in my pet list or not. These are the pet elements. Sorry, this is banana is not a pet, na? I'm making it as a okay ox. Okay.
Okay.
It's also not a hen. Okay, right. So these are the my pet elements. I'm going to check pet is there in my dog list, pet list. Dog is there in my pet list or not. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now next operator is what? Not in. So not in operator. So I'm going to check like cat. Cat. Listen it carefully. Not in. Not in pet. So I'm asking a question that cat is not in pet. Okay, cat is not in pet list. Okay, if it is true, then it may produce the output as true. Otherwise, it may produce output as a false. Okay. So actually what you get?
We will get false.
False. Because cat is there in pet list.
Yes, sir.
So suppose you tell me some uh, what we call donkey. Okay, donkey is there in my pet list or not? Not in pet list. The question is donkey is not in pet list. I think it is right. So you may get a output as a true. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose here I am going to change this one is a actually not element donkey. Donkey. So donkey in pet is there in pet list or not? I am asking the question donkey is there in pet list or not? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now if we run it, it is not there. So we'll get output as a false. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, have you understood? Now I am going to stop my screen sharing. You may execute in your Jupyter notebook. Okay.
Okay.
Have you understood this one? If
Yes,
followed
sir.
by a condition, if condition is true, these block of statements are executed. If condition is false, then these statements are executed. Else block statements are executed. Okay, let me execute in my Jupyter notebook. I will tell you. You may understand with clearly. Okay, right. I am going to share my screen. Where is my Jupyter notebook? Okay, right. So what is there? If followed by condition.
Condition.
Suppose I'm going to take assigning two values. A equals to 10,
10.
B equals to 20. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If followed by condition, if A is equals to 10, I'm checking the condition. Okay. If A is
Yes, sir.
equals to 10, then print A value is 10. 10. Okay.
Okay.
Next, else case.
Yes, sir.
Else print
A value is
A value is not 10.
10 is not 10.
Okay, right. There is a syntax error.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Uh, my A value is 10. If A is equals to 10, print. What is my print condition? A value is 10.
A
So
value is
A
10.
value is 10. Suppose I am going to change my A value to 11. Then what you get? A value
Is
is
not.
not 10. Is not. Sorry. A value is not 10. I forget to write 10.
Yes,
So
sir.
now what you get? A value is not 10.
10.
Okay, right. Like this, we can able to check anything. Suppose I am going to explain with one more example, same if statement. So now what I am doing is A is greater, A equals to B condition. Shall we check? No, I will check. A is greater than B. If
Yes,
A
sir.
is greater than B, then
Condition is true.
condition is true. I am going to print A is
Big.
bigger than B. A is bigger than B. Okay.
Okay.
Now if else A is
Small.
smaller than B. Okay. condition is satisfied, A is bigger than B. If condition is not satisfied, A is smaller than B. So let me execute.
Then B
Yeah, A condition is not satisfied, so else block is executed. So what you get? A is smaller than B.
is more
Okay.
than B.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. Now I'm going to stop my screen sharing. You may execute in your Jupyter notebook. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Just a minute. Okay, our next statement is nested if. In this nested if, we may use a elif statement. Okay. This one is if the syntax of nested if is this, like this: if followed by a condition. If condition is true, this block of statements are executed. Otherwise, elif, we are going to check another condition. This condition is true, then these block of statements are executed. Else, these two conditions are failed, then this block of statements are executed. Okay. Here I'm going to explain with some Kishore. This is a flowchart for a nested if statement. Here we are going to start. We are checking the condition. If condition is true, then first block statements are executed. Okay. If this condition is failed, then it will goes to the next condition. So next condition is true, second block statements are executed. If these two conditions are failed, then the block 3 statements are executed. Okay.
Okay.
Let me execute in my Jupyter notebook.
Okay.
I'm going to share my Jupyter notebook screen. Okay, now this is my previous one. I'm going to copy and paste it. Okay, now I'm going to take one more variable, that is C. That C equals to, I'm assigning it as 30. Okay. Next condition is elif. Elif. Here the condition, I'm going to satisfy the condition, that is A is greater than C. A is greater than C. A is bigger than B. A is bigger than C. Okay, next I'm going to make it as a else. Yeah, two conditions.
A is bigger than B and A is
bigger than C. So now my next block is else block. Else print A is smaller than B and C. Okay, have you understood?
Yes.
I'm going to
Sir,
come back.
elif for elif, that condition.
Sorry?
That condition is elif for elif.
Elif. E-L-I-F. Elif. Yeah, right. So this first it will go to this one. It will check the condition. A is greater than B. This condition is satisfied. This condition is not okay. This condition is failed.
Okay.
So now the cursor will goes to the next condition. Next condition is A is greater than C. So if A is greater than C, then it will produce it as a is smaller than C. So it is also not satisfying. If we compare the A and C values, this is also not satisfying. So that these conditional block statements are failed, then it will goes to the else block. So else block statement is A is smaller than A and B. So that's why it has printed like that. A is smaller than B and C. Okay. Let me make A value is 40. So first what it will do, it will check the condition A with B. Okay.
Okay, sir.
A with B. if condition is true, then this statement is executed.
Yes, sir.
I'm making it as a 60 for a sake of your understanding. If condition is true, then it will print this one. Okay, let me check it. Yeah, A is bigger than B. Okay.
Yes.
And again, next one is I'm making this one as a 20. For the sake of understanding, making this one as 20. Now what you get? A is bigger than B. This condition is satisfied, so A is bigger than B. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. You may execute in your Jupyter notebook. Okay.
Okay.
So our next one is what? For loop. Okay. In this for loop, the syntax of this for loop is for interacting variable in sequence. Sequence means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Sequence followed by a column and then list of executive statements. So here the flowchart of this for loop is this one. First we start count equals to 0. Count is my variable. Count equals to 0. So now what to do? Execute the statements. Okay, add 1 to the count. Add 1 to the count. Now go to the next condition. It will check the condition. If count is less than 10, that means my sequence value is 0 to 10 only. If count is less than 10, then it if it satisfies the condition, then go to next. Then execute the statements. Add 1 to count. Then it will go like that. So first iteration 1 and next iteration 2, 3, 4 like that. If my count value is up to 9 only. Up to 9 only. Okay.
Okay, less than.
Up to 9 only. If its value is 10, then automatically this loop will be terminated. Exit the loop. Its condition is failed, so exit from the loop. So let me show it in my Jupyter notebook. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. This one is a very simple program I will write. Fruits. My fruits are listed in apple, sorry, banana, grapes, mango. Okay, these are my fruit names. Okay. Now my syntax is for. Next one is what? Iterative variable. Iterative variable means what? Iterative variable in sequence, that is fruit. Fruits are this one. Fruits are this one now.
Yes, sir. Apple. Fruits.
Fruits. Sorry, my iterative variable is x. In my list is fruits. So iterative variable, sorry, it's my bad. The fruits are my list. Fruits is my list. My iterative variable is x. Okay, I'm taking this one as an x. Okay, now I'm going to print my x. Print my x. Iterative variable in sequence. So what it will print? First it will check the condition. Okay, what condition? If x is there in these fruits or not? Okay, x is there in my fruits, then it will print the x value. Okay, right. So first one is it will goes to the apple. So it will check apple is there in my fruits list or not. Yes, it is there. Then it will print apple. Then it is incremented by 1. It is incremented by 1. So a first index is completed. Next index it will goes to the next index. So banana is there in my fruits. Yes, it is there. It is printed. Then it is incremented by 1. Grapes. Index is incremented by 1. It is goes to the grapes. So grapes is there in my fruits. Yes, it is there. Then it will print. And then it will incremented by 1. X value is incremented by 1. So that is index
Okay.
value. So incremented by 1. Okay, like that it will print all the values in my fruits list. Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Okay, sir. Sir,
right.
can you give one example for numbers? There.
Numbers.
Okay.
Make this all our numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, it will print up to 5 only. Right?
Okay, right, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So fruits index value first it will goes to 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index, like that. So suppose I am going to make this x value is 0. X value is 0. Let us see what will happen. X value is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So make this one as x value is 5. Sorry, 4.
4.
And 4 also, sorry, it is not taking. X value is executed, not executed. Okay. Now practice like this. If I will explain you later in detail about if this for loop.
Right.
Actually, in our C, for followed by condition,
Yes, sir.
like that it will be there. What to do before the printing? What I am doing now? I am going to make this x value equals to 1. Just a minute. Right.
1, 1, 1.
1 is there. 1 is there or not? It is going to check. 1 is there. 1 is there. It is there. So it is printed 1.
Then why other values are coming 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 like that?
Because x value is 1 only, na?
Okay.
I'm making this one as x value equal after printing. Before printing, it is value is 1. After that, I'm making this one is 2. Now it may going to change. Right. Okay. In this for loop block statements only executed. Other statements will not be executed. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Right. I will explain you in detail while discussing with loops concept. Or we are doing some experiments on this for loop, while loop, do while loop. Okay, up to now this basic syntax you should remember that the syntax and how it will work. Okay.
Sir, in Python, that for is not followed by condition.
Condition only, na?
Hello.
A condition only, na?
Sir, that condition is not there, no, sir. That in bracket parenthesis.
We are not inserting any condition. We are not inserting any condition. Here the for loop syntax only it is telling that for integrating variable, iterating variable in sequence. Okay.
Okay.
Iterating variable in sequence. Iterating variable in sequence only. So that's why this variable x is in sequence. Okay. While discussing in data sets, doing some operations, up to now you should remember the basic syntax, how it will work. After that I will explain in detail regarding this for loop and while loop. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, right. I'm going to stop sharing of my screen. Okay, now you may do it in your Jupyter notebook.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir.
Just a minute. Again, I will explain you. Okay, this while loop followed by condition. If condition is true, then block of statements are executed. If condition is fails, then it will exit from the loop. Okay, other than loop statements are executed. Suppose here I am declaring that I value is 0. If I value is 0 means it will check the condition. My condition is what? I is less than 10 or not. This is my condition.
Yes,
okay, 0 is less than 10. Yes, right. So I am going to print I. Print I. So what is I value? What is I value, Kishore?
0.
I value is 0. So that 0 is printed first iteration. Okay, next iteration, I'm going to increment I value by 1. I is equals to I plus 1. Okay, now I value, my present I value is 0 and incremented by 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So my I value becomes 1. So my new I value is 1. So it will check the condition. 1 is less than 10 or not. Yes, the condition is true. So it will print I value. What is my present I value? It is 1. 1 is printed. Next, it is incremented by 1. Then it will goes to the incremented by 1 plus 1, it is 2. 2 is, it will check the condition. 2 is less than 10 or not. Yes, condition is satisfied. Now it will print the new I value. New I value is what? 2. Okay, like that up to 10 it will be, up to 9 it will print all the values. Okay, after 9 the loop condition is failed. After 9 the condition is failed. So loop will be exit from the loop. Okay. Okay, I'm going to execute in my Jupyter notebook. Okay, first my I value is 0. So it will I value is 0. I value is 0. Then it will check the condition. 0 is less than 10 or not. Okay, it is less than 10. Then print is executed. Okay, after executing print, print, what is the print I value now? I value is 0. 0. So 0 is printed. Next, what I'm doing? I'm adding the I value to 1. So 0 plus 1 is how much? 1. My new I value is 1. Okay, it will check the condition. 1 is less than 10 or not. Yes, condition is true. So the 1 is printed. Again, I value is incremented. Present I value is what? 1 plus 1. That is 2. So again, it will check the condition. 2 is less than 10 or not. Yes, right. So it will print the value of 2. Again, 3. 3 is less than 10 or not. Yes, it is printed 3. Again, 3 is added with 1. 4. So now 4 is less than 10 or not. Like that, it will, every time it is incremented and it is print the value of I. Okay.
Sir, one little confusion is there.
Okay.
Sir, that operator, na sir, I plus equal to 1.
I plus equals to 1. Just a minute. It is equal. That means I is equals to I plus 1. This meaning of this one is I is equals to I plus 1. Present I value. Okay, tell me.
But in assignment operator, A plus 10 equal to 10 plus 10. You told now. A plus equal to 10 means.
A plus equal to present A value plus 10. Here I am writing I plus 1 only, na?
Okay.
Instead of 1 there, it is 10 is there.
Okay.
Right,
For example, for first loop, it is I plus 0, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, then 2 plus 2, it should be 4 or 2 plus 1, 3. I'm getting confusion there.
2 plus 1, you tell me 2 plus 1 is what?
2 plus 1, 3, sir, only. But at that time, it should add 2 plus 2 or 2 plus 1.
No. Now see here. I'm not writing I plus I. If it is I plus I means 2 plus 2. I'm writing it is I plus 1. That is 2 plus 1.
Okay.
Right,
but in assignment operator, it is like A plus equal to 10, no?
A plus equals to 10 means A plus 10. Present A value plus 10. There A value we assigned that A is equals to 10. 10 plus 10 we got 20 there. You may go through your Jupyter notebook. It is there already.
Okay. So I plus equal to 1 means adding 1.
Adding 1. I plus 10 is equals to adding 10.
Okay.
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 Right. This is about the while loop, and you may insert if condition also in this while loop. Okay.
Hmm.
Presently, it is just a syntax. Syntax, basic syntax and basic operation on while loop. Okay. Okay, I'm going to stop my screen sharing. You may execute in your Jupyter notebook. We will do more practice there itself. Okay, I will guide you.
Okay.
Okay.
I can write X plus plus also, no?
Yeah, right. Suppose if you are not incremented I value here, then what happen? Na? It will loop will goes to the infinite loop. Suppose if you remove that statement after print, remove that statement. So now my present I value is 0. Every time it will check the condition I is less than 10. Yes, less than 10. Print I value is 0. There is no increment. Then again it will check the condition. I value is what? I value is 0 only. So again it will print 0. Infinite number of times 0 will be printed. You just run it. It will goes to the infinite loop. Okay, it will goes to the infinite loop. So if you want to stop that one, na? Okay, that after cell kernel is there, na? Kernel. After cell. Here, file, edit, view, next, kernel, KERNAL. Next one, above that one. Click on, press interrupt. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, na? Right. You may execute next statement. Right, okay? I'm going to stop. Tomorrow we will continue the class. Okay.